Hello friends, welcome back. My name is PK. In this video, you will learn how to create a beautiful and stylish attendance sheet in Microsoft Excel. As you are seeing my screen, I have created this beautiful and stylish attendance sheet wherein you can mark the attendance with symbols rather than putting the absent, present or leave. You can display some symbols. So here you can see we have taken few employees, then we have considered 4 different attendance code: P for present, A for absent, L for leave and WO for week off. You can add more attendance code if required, and here we have displayed the symbols. So this sign will be for P, this will be for A, this will be for L and this will be for WO, which is for week off. Now as soon as you will mark the attendance, that attendance code will be displayed as a symbol here. Let me show you. As soon as here I will mark the present using this drop down, then in place of P it will display that icon. If I will mark absent, then it will display this icon. If I will mark leave, then it will display this icon. And if I will mark WO, then it will display this icon. Alright, and here we have taken the count of present, absent, leave and weekly off in entire month. If you want to add more employee in the list, you can click on this plus button and you can add the more employee here, and then you can mark the attendance for new employees also. Alright friends, and friends, here we have highlighted Saturday and Sunday. You can see, because we are considering Saturday and Sunday will be week off. So you can highlight any week off, whatever you want to highlight. You can go to the setting, and here in setting we have this attendance type and the attendance symbol. I'll tell you how can you get these attendance symbol also. And we have this the highlight day. Here we have put Saturday and Sunday. So that is the reason it is highlighting Saturday and Sunday. If I want to highlight only Sunday, so let me delete this Saturday from here, then I'll go to the attendance. You can see in the gray color only this Sunday is being highlighted. If I will remove Sunday from here, then you can see it is not highlighting anything in gray color. You can put any other day also. Let's say Tuesday. You can put first 3 letters of the day. Then this Tuesday is highlighted in gray. It is useful to highlight the week off. So you can put here Saturday and Sunday. Now I will tell you step by step how can you create this in Microsoft Excel. So please watch this video till the end. So let's start without delay. I'm going to add a new workbook. I'll copy these employee name from here. Press Ctrl N. Let's paste it as value. And then we will put here employee names. These are employee name. Now here we will put the attendance code also. So let me put here P for present, A for absent, L for leave, WO for week off. We will copy the same thing here also. I'll tell you how can you show the symbols in place of these A, P, L and WO. So let me make it slightly smaller, the column width. Then let me add first column as blank. Reduce the size of first column. And here we will put the first date of the month. So let's say we are going to create this attendance sheet for January 2021. So I'll put here 1st Jan 2021. And then I will change the format of this. So just right click, go to the format cells. Here I will go to the numbers and custom MMMM dash YYYY. So we will take this format, click on OK, Jan 2021. And now here we will put the dates. So for this one we will put equal to this date, and here we will put this plus 1. Alright, and now in the second row we will put the text function text, and we will select this cell, and here we will put DDD thrice. So we will take the short day name. It is giving Friday, and copy this and just paste this here. It is Saturday. Now we will format first these two dates. So just select these two, right click, go to the format cells, and here first of all we will give the formatting as TD dash MMM. Now I'll go to the alignment, and in the alignment you can see the text direction. We will change it to the 90°. Similarly, for these two texts also we will change the text orientation to the 90°. Right click, go to the format cells, alignment, and change the orientation to the 90°. This one. Click on OK. Now select these two columns and make slightly smaller. So now we will select the other columns like this. Press Ctrl R to fill right. So we have filled till 14th Jan. Let's fill it to the 31st Jan. Again select and press Ctrl R. It is till 31st Jan now. So we will select all these columns, make it slightly smaller or auto fit. Double click to auto fit. Alright, so we have all the columns ready. Now we can merge this employee name, these two cells. So I'll go to the home, double click here to enable the ribbon and click on merge and center. Align center. Alright, this will be for the attendance. Now I will add a new sheet for setting. This will be for setting. In the setting, first I will take the attendance code, and second I will take the symbol. Now attendance code I will take P capital, then I will take A for absent, L for leave, and then I will take WO for week off. So this is for present, absent, leave and week off. And in the symbol, I'll go to the insert, then I'll go to the symbol and I'll click on symbol. And here in the font, I'll select the Babedings, this one. If it is not selected, then you can select it from here. Let's say this font is selected, you can just select, or you can type here Babedings, this one. Alright. For the P, we will take this symbol, this one. So just click on insert, and now I'll go to the next cell, this one. I'll go to the again on symbols, symbol, and this time again I'll take from the Babedings and I will take this cross sign for absent. Just click on insert, and now here in the leave I'll take this symbol from the Babedings. Just scroll it down and let's take this one. You can take any other symbols also as per your requirement, but here I'm taking these. Just insert, close, and then go to the week off and take another symbol for week off. Scroll it down and let's say I'm taking this one. Alright, so we have taken all the symbols here. Now we can take here highlight days, and let's take default Saturday and Sunday. In this list we can add more days. Now I'll go to the attendance, and here first of all I'll go to the view and I'll uncheck the grid lines from here. So we have this range. So first of all we will put some border here. Select all the range, right click, go to the format cells. Then I'll go to the borders and I'll select this first dotted line. Then choose some color here. Let's say I'm taking this blue color. I'll click on outline and inside click on OK. So it will look like this. Now we will fill some color. Let's select this range. Right click, go to the format cells again and go to the fill. Click on fill effect, and in the color one I'm just choosing, let's say this blue color, light blue, and then I'm taking this blue, and let's take this one, or you can take some darker also. Let's take this variant, the first one. Okay, and font you can make white and bold. Now select the first date range, right click, go to the format cells, and then again go to the fill effect. This time I will choose this color, orange accent 2. Then I'll choose this red color. Let's take this variant, the first one. Okay. And let's make the font color white, slightly smaller. Then select these days, right click, go to the format cells. Then fill effect. Here we will take the green theme. So let's take this light green and this one. Let's choose this variant. Alright. Now here again you can choose some light color. This will be formula, so let's choose this yellow color. Now here first we will put the drop down, so I will select this range. Then I'll go to the data and data validations. So this is the validation. So I'll go to the data validation and I'll select here list, and source I'll go to the setting sheet and I'll select this range. Click on OK. Now we have drop down list here to marking the attendance P, A or L, whatever you want to mark, you can mark it here. Now let's delete this. Now I will select this range, and first of all I'll go to the home and then font I'll choose here Webdings, the same font which we have taken for the symbols. Alright, now if I will mark here P, then you can see it is showing some symbol. If I will mark A, then it is showing some symbol, but this is not the same symbol which is available here. For P it should be this check sign. So if I will mark here P, then it is some other symbol. So what we will do, we will go to this setting sheet. For P, we will copy this text, this one, copy, and then go to the attendance and select this range, and then go to the home and conditional formatting, new rule, and just go to the format only cells that contains, and here I will select equal to P. If the cell value is P, then go to the format, then go to the font first. So we are already in font, and font we will mark, let's say this green, light green or dark green, whatever you want to take. Then go to the number, and then I'll go to the custom. In the custom we will put some custom formatting. So we know we are entering P, A, L or W. All these four are text values. So we will put the formatting here. If number is entered, so let's put 1 semicolon. That means the positive number will show blank, negative number will show the blank, 0 also will show the blank, and then the last is text. So text we will show if any text is entered, and we have already put the condition formatting. It will run only in case of P. So let's paste that copied text, which is A, the small a. Click on OK. Click on OK. So if I will select here P, then it will display this sign. But if I will select any other text, it will not display that. So this small a is basically this one we have copied in the Webdings. Now let's take for this absent, we are taking this text which is R, small r. Just copy this, and now let's select this range once again, and then go to the home, conditional formatting, new rule, and go to the format only cells that contain, select here equal to, and this time we will take capital A, format, and this time in the number format go to the custom and put here 3 semicolon 1 2 3, and then paste that character which you have copied, which is small r. Alright, so first 3 semicolon is positive number, negative number and 0. So we are not putting any formatting for these 3, putting the formatting only for the text. So in case whatever text you will enter, it will display this R only. But since we are putting the conditional formatting, so whenever we will enter A, then it will display this R. And we are using the Webding fonts. So small r in Webdings, it will display that cross sign. Let me go to the font, and here I'll choose this dark red color for this one. Click on OK. OK. Now if I will select A, then you can see it is displaying this cross sign. If I will select P, then it is displaying this check sign. And if I will select L, then it is not displaying that sign which I required. I need this sign for L. So let's copy this text from the formula bar, and let's go to the attendance and select this range. Now we will put the conditional formatting for L. So I'll go to the home and conditional formatting. You can click on new rule or manage rule, and you can click on new rule from here also. We have put 2 rules. Let's put this one also. Format only cells that contain, and here equal to. This time I'll take for the leaf, so I'll put L, format. Font I will take, let's say this blue color, or let's take this orange color. go to the number and custom 3 semicolon 1 2 3. Then I will paste that text, this one. So I have copied it for leave. Click on OK. OK, apply. So here you can see now it is showing this thermometer sign for leave. If I will put L, automatically it will display this one. Now the last one is for week off. So let's copy this text also from here. Go to the attendance, select the range. Quickly we will put the same condition formatting. New rule. This time put week off WO. Format. Number format we will put here thrice semicolon 1 2 3 and then paste this text. Go to the font and for week off, let's say we are taking this dark gray color, this one. Okay, okay. If I will mark week off here, then you can see it will display this sign. Alright, now we have put all the codes here. So quickly we will put the condition for the highlight days. So whatever days we have taken here, that should be highlighted here also. So what I will do, I'll select this range first. Then I'll go to the home, condition formatting, new rule. And I will select use a formula to determine which cell to format. Just click here. Then we will put a formula here. And the formula will be COUNTIF. And we will go to the setting sheet. We'll take this range because you may enter multiple days name. So let's select this range till here at least. Comma. Then the criteria. So criteria we will put from the attendance sheet. So let's come to the attendance sheet and the criteria will be this one. But we want to change the column when this conditional formatting will apply to the other cell. So let's delete the $sign from column name. Just keep before 5 only and just close the bracket. If COUNTIF of this value, if this particular day is available in this list, then that should be highlighted. If that day is available there, then it will return greater than 0. Return of this COUNTIF function is greater than 0, then it will format. So I'll go to the fill. Let's take this light gray color, this one. Okay, okay. So here you can see it has highlighted all Saturday and Sunday. If I will go to the setting, I'll remove let's say Saturday from here. Then you can see it is highlighting only Sundays. If I will take Saturday here, then it will highlight Saturday also. Alright friends. Now we will put the same condition formatting which we have put here. So just copy and you can paste this here. This is for P, this is for A, and this is for L. So just put this here and this is for week off. Alright, so you can align them center, center, same here, center, center. You can make the font size little bit bigger. Okay, now here we will put the COUNTIF function. So I'll use here COUNTIF and I'll select this range till 31st and just freeze this range. So press F4, select and freeze, press F4. Comma, the criteria we will take, this one is also P or you can take this one. So we want to count of P. So what we will do, we'll put the $sign before this 4 and just close the bracket. So it will return the count. Now copy and you can paste this here. You can fill this formula down. It will give you the count of P, A. Okay, so we have freeze the rows also. We have to freeze only columns. So I'll remove the $sign from this 6 and from here also. Now I'll copy this and I'll paste it here. So it will return the correct answer. Alright. Now as soon as you will mark the attendance, let's say we have marked only present here. If I will mark let's say week off, then the 1 count is for week off. If I will mark week off again, then 2 count is for week off. If I will mark leave, then 1 count is for leave. If I will mark absent, then one count is for absent. So automatically it will take the count. And here friends, if I will change, let's say 1st Feb 2021, then you can say automatically it will take the Feb numbers here, but in the last it is showing the last 3 date for March. So what we can do, we can take here some other dynamic formula, and that is, let me cut this first. If this value is blank, then we will take blank, else we will put here if EO month of this cell, just freeze this, put 0. So it will return the last date of this particular month is less than or equal to this value, then it will return this value, else it will return blank. Press enter, just copy this and just paste it here. It is showing all blank. We have made some mistake in the formula. Okay, so we have to put here the greater than rather than less than, because until the end of the month is greater than this date, then only it should return this date. As soon as it will be less than, then it will show blank. So just copy, or you can select, press Ctrl R. Now in last 3 column it is showing blank. If I will put here 1st March, then it is showing till the 31st March. If I will put here 1st April, then it is showing last column blank. So it is dynamic now. Alright friends, so friends, that's how you can create this beautiful and attractive attendance tracker. You can use it in your process. It will be very helpful. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Friends, if you like this video, please hit the like button and please subscribe my channel to get the regular update of my videos. Thank you so much for watching.